Today we are going to explain the syntax tree of the phrase quite moderately slowly. Let's start with a simple question. What is syntax? Syntax is the study of how sentences are formed and how words are ordered in them. In other words, it explains the structure behind language and how different elements connect to each other.
Exactly. Then one of the best ways to represent this structure is through something called as syntax tree, also known as a tree diagram. This diagram shows how words group together into phrases and how those phrases relate to each other.
The word slowly is an adverb because it describes the manner in which an action happens. For example, in a sentence, it could modify a verb like he walks today.
So slowly is the main adverb and have the core idea, the core of the phrase. In the tree, it appears as adverb.
Now we move to moderately. Moderately is also an adverb, but its function is different.
Moderately modifies slowly. It tells us the degree of how slow the action is. So, instead of just slowly, we now have moderately slowly.
Because moderately modifies another adverb. Together they form a small adverb phrase.
Finally, we have quiet. This is also an adverb, but more specifically, it is an intensifier.
An intensifier increases or emphasizes the meaning of another word. In this case, quite modifies the entire phrase moderately slowly.
So now, instead of just moderately slowly, we get a stronger expression, quite moderately slowly.
Now that we understand each word individually, we can explain how the structure is formed.
First, we combine moderately and slowly. Since both are adverbs and one modifies the other, they form adverb phrase.
When we combine everything, quite modifies the whole phrase moderately slowly.
So, the structure shows a hierarchy. Slowly is the core idea, moderately modifies slowly, and quite modifies the whole phrase.
This layer structure is exactly what the syntax tree helps us visualize. Instead of seeing just three words, we understand how they relate to each other.
In this case, we saw how a simple phrase like quite moderately slowly can actually have a complex internal organization.
And by analyzing, we can better understand how meaning is by step.
Thank you for watching.